All right. Might say part 2. I don't know. I don't care. I just do the tapings, you know. HRM Cesar St. Augustine de Buena Parte, also known as Reality Supreme Being on YouTube. As a presidential candidate, most people would expect to see some viable, plan, to lay out a plan to people instead of the commercials and stuff. Show us a 4-year plan. Show us a 5-year plan. Show us some plan that makes sense, a graft, something. But see, this they don't do it that way. They it's neither here nor there. Anyway, what really amazes me is how people are just desensitized. And of course that's natural. It's natural to only take care of yourself. That's an animal instinct, to be concerned about yourself first and then others later. But expanding it to the level that it has expanded to is unbelievable. And the criteria, the behavior modification that we all go through as children and then as adults. For instance, in relationships, you have to go to a party or a wedding before you can let loose or meet somebody. Or you have to go to the internet, go on all those fake dating sites. They're all fake. They're all done with automatic computers and stuff, This is so that they can make money. They reel in. It's like fishing. They say, they have all these pictures of these pretty girls. And say, you can date me right away. Or if you want to get laid tonight, come here. See, they focus on sex. And that's really what makes high views, even in YouTube. They focus on sex. In my past, you'll see some of my videos were named Naked Truth. And of course, people think, oh, wow, I might see some naked people on there. It says, well, you want to see naked people, all you can do is go to the bathroom, take all your clothes off, and look at yourself. But that's not what I'm really getting to. What I'm getting to is that you people contradict yourselves all the time. Like I said, you have a country of contradictions, just a load of contradictions, and no real leadership of any kind. It's certainly, I wouldn't call it intelligent leadership, because if it really was intelligent, like I said, these shootings and stuff like that wouldn't be happening. So you get a candidate like me who 8 years ago, in 2008, did I say 8 years ago? No, 4 years ago. In 2008, like I said, I'll reiterate, I put in Vote Smart. I said, I have the answer. I know exactly what to do and what to implement in order to stop all these crimes from taking place. But that's not what's happening. And instead of there being we've got a real loud motorcycle here. I don't know why they put those mufflers on there. It's really loud. Anyway, instead of figuring out a good plan, a concrete plan to show everybody what's going on, they don't do that at all. I'm going to break the monotony here and show you something. This is something I've worked on for quite a while. Some of my research programs dealt with the capability of people to create infinite things. I'm going to grab the camera here for a minute. And these infinite things manifest themselves in many different ways. One of the ways that you can manifest things like this is, for instance, looking at infinity. See if I can set this up here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to set this up. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I can. Oh, no, I can't. Darn. Now here we have what I call a mirror. See that? And if I put another mirror right here, you will be able to look into what I would call an infinite set of mirrors. Ever been in a house of mirrors? And so here we go. Am I getting this picture in here? No, I'm not. And if you focus this exactly correctly, you can look at dozens of images that go, there it is, beyond. See, there they go, right there. Those are images that go way. You're creating an image within 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 an image, and the images go on into infinity. You got that? Total infinity. Now, I was working with this research program that actually was able to do time travel with mirrors. Now, you may think this is crazy, but it's not time travel physically where you go back in time. Only your eyesight allows you to go back in time. Because of what they call quantum residue, quantum matrix residue, trails that are left behind by things that were alive at one time. Using some special equipment that I no longer have because the city of Los Angeles kept destroying my life. They destroyed everything that I had ever worked for and trapped me here. I'm trapped here. I can't leave the United States without a passport. I have nothing to hold on to now except my hassle that I have going up there with in storage, etc., who screwed me over. They're really nuts, cuckoo, all these people. And I plan to launch a campaign to do nothing but negative advertising for them, and I'm going to pass out leaflets, and I'm going to do everything I can to show that these people are nuts, and you shouldn't be doing business with them. Because they mistreat not only their employees, but they mistreat some of their people that have storages there. Besides the fact that I call it mistreatment, just asking too much money for their lousy storage, because they have these strict rules, so many strict rules that the value of renting there is lost. So, like I said, no one's coming forward to help me. So, next earthquake that happens, and I hope the big one comes, because I want to see you all suffer the way you made me suffer. I survived the Northridge earthquake. I remember what that was like. But there's nothing left when you do what you people have done to me, and it is you people, all of you, every one of you who've ever paid taxes, the church groups, the churches, the hypocrisy. You're all full of it. And eventually, there'll be more shootings, there'll be more disruptions, there'll be more life lost because you've got the wrong people in power. It's that simple. From mayor all the way up to the presidency, federal, state, and local. You're all jerks. And eventually, we'll all catch up with you. Especially when the next earthquake comes. I'm going to enjoy that one. I hope it's a 10. Or maybe even worse, I hope Yellowstone blows up like it does in the movie 2012. Because they always, the scientists say, if Yellowstone ever goes, boy, if there is a God, God help the United States of America, because there ain't going to be much of it left. You're living on a planet of unestimatable odds. You can't estimate these odds. At any time, you can lose everything. And that's why you should be respectful of other people's property and other people's dilemmas. And whatever you have to deal with, you should be finding peaceful, non-destructive ways of dealing with problem situations, especially minute problems. rather than going hog wild and doing the kind of damages that were done to me. Anyway, it's getting close to 10 o'clock. I've got to go get on the bus and go pay the rest of that truck off. I was short $5, so he wouldn't take my amount that I had on me and trust me to come back. So I have to do 2 trips up there just to pay them their money, and then come all the way back and deal with the rest of the day, which I think I'm just not going to deal with the rest of the day because it's not worth it, especially when I have to deal with contradictory creatures like what you call yourselves. Like I said, in just the last 3 years since my house was burnt, and before that, all the other harassments and hassles I've been through, which are dozens and dozens of them. No one, whatever help I got was small. I mean, there were some people that tried to help me, but they were in the same boat I was. The blind can't help the blind. It just doesn't work that way. Has to be a rich person. Has to be somebody with lots of money. You hear all these people talk about, oh, you know, I wish I could win the lottery. Boy, if I won the lottery, I'd be out of this country so fast it'd make your head spin. And I would never come back. Absolutely. And I would always write nothing but hate about America. Hate books. And why? Because you stole something from me besides my property, all my hard work, all my labor work equity, besides the stuff that you people stole from me. You stole the most precious years of my life, the young years. And people say, well, it's not over yet for you. Yet? What? I got to be destroyed over and over again until I say this in one of my other videos, until I'm finally like 80, 90 years old and I'm still being attacked and I have to start over at 90 years old? That's sick. That's that's the makings of a very sick society. I take responsibility for my successes and my failures. But the majority of my failures have been at the hands of your country, your state, federal, and local institutions who destroyed my life over and over and over again. Knocked me off the ladder that I was climbing, the ladder of success, knocked me off the financial ladder, and I had to start all over again. Like I said, I never bitched about being poor. I just worked with secondhand materials and people didn't like it. Well, hey, that's all I have to work with. What do you want me to do? Sit in a little apartment or a room and twiddle my thumbs? When I went to these churches and even some city organized people, they say, oh, we can't help you with places to park your stuff, but we can get you a room. We can have a housing place where you can go and do what? Well, we can train you to do. Train me to what? I already have my own job. I work for myself. What's wrong with you people? Are you sick? They're sick. So yeah, I hope there is a huge earthquake. And when there is, I'm not going to lift one finger, not even my pinky, to help any of you. And I wish all the disasters on you, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, I don't care. You know, my life wasn't destroyed by natural disaster. It was destroyed by you. And if you can call the human race a natural disaster, then I guess I did get hit by natural disaster multiple times. Human meddling. That's what it's called. Human meddling and using the color of law to destroy a person's life. And I'm not the only one. This has happened to tons of people that have become homeless. The city and the county and the state made people homeless. You create the problem. You don't fix it. And when you do offer a solution, it's a piss-poor solution. And it violates a person's right to the freedom to make choices that would be better than the offerings you give these people. So, we'll talk to you later. I got to get on the bus or something and go pay that other bill and be broke. I only got $2 to last me till next week. And then I'll be broke again, paying off all the whatever storages I have left. One is in danger of being auctioned off because I'm dealing with morons and asses, jerks. No, excuse me, they're not asses. They don't have a hole to go to the bathroom. That's why they're full of it. They were born without one. Talk to you later.